Hi, this is Scott Schubert. Over the last couple of years, a lot of people have been asking me how to trade gold and other precious metals and when's a good time to buy gold. And some of the members of our trading community have discovered what I've demonstrated to them, that the method for trading gold or silver or other commodities and other financial instruments is to do it exactly the same way that we trade Forex currency pairs, because the method that we have is based on what works in financial markets. So it's a strategy that tells you when to get into trades for virtually any financial instrument and on any time frame, whether you're looking at the longest time frame for long-term investment strategy, when do you want to buy something for a long-term buy and hold strategy, or when do you want to get in and out of very short-term trades. The strategy that we use is exactly the same for all different financial instruments and on all time frames. Well, a lot of people are talking about buying gold and silver, and I have some really fascinating information that I'd like to share with you about how to trade gold and silver or buy gold and silver, whether you live in the US and whether you're subject to any kind of lack of available margin for trading these instruments, or whether you live outside of the US, and whether you're buying physical gold and silver, or whether you're trading gold against the US dollar through a Forex broker. Interestingly, John Butler of Financial Sense, which is one of my favorite economic news sources, recently put out an article about how regulators in the US are working to classify gold as a zero-risk asset. And there's some really fascinating contradictory information about whether gold is a zero-risk asset. Of course, if you look at a chart, a zero-risk asset would not be able to go up and down on the chart. It would only be able to go up, and we have reason to believe that gold may reach an all-time long-term high and a long-term turning point, and that the people who have gold are looking to liquidate it, and that the people who are excited about buying gold could be buying at the top in the near future. Now, if you understand how to look at charts, you see that there is a correlation between gold and the stock market and other Forex currency pairs. There is a similarity of pattern that we're able to observe. And there is certainly a correlation between gold and silver also. Now, this is a weekly chart of silver, and those of you who are familiar with how to trade financial markets recognize that this is a correction in an uptrend, and how to identify the sections of a correction and where to get in to a trade is also something that you may be able to see on this chart. This most recent move up and the subsequent move down to 100% of that move up could be either an A and B in this big pattern, or a 1 and 2 of the continuation of the uptrend, and we don't need to know at this point. But when you take it down to the daily time frame, you can see that silver has turned at 100% of this very classic shaped uptrend that happened here on the daily, and that it is also turning at a previous low. So this is the third time that it has hit this low and has made a very significant turn. Now, if you examine the last section of that movement down on the daily, now if you look at the shape of this pattern going down relative to the most recent move up, notice the shape of the move up is a classic uptrend shape, and the shape of the move down also has spread out in time into a kind of a 5-wave section leading to the 100% turning point area. And then if you look at the last section of that and examine it, magnify it, and then go down to the 4-hour, you can see that there is another classic 5-wave trend shape leading down to the 100% level, and a very significant turning point signal across a whole range of time frames. And there has been a very significant turning point on silver at this time. Today is July 2nd, 2012, and this has been happening since toward the end of last week. And if you understand our trading method, you know that we don't have to know at this time whether this is going to continue the uptrend on the daily or the weekly, because we know how to observe what's in the process of happening and react to it as it's happening. But the next step is, if we go down to the 1 hour, we see another classic uptrend shape and a correction to an uptrend. Examine it even closer on the 30-minute, and what's about to happen could be the most low-risk, ideal point to enter a trade right here on the 30-minute time frame. Could be happening today or within the next 24 hours. Now, my expertise is how to read charts and how to identify when to get into a trade on a financial instrument, when to get out of a trade. But there are some really, really interesting experts in the industry that have some information that I'd like to share with you that is extremely fascinating to me. I've been following it for quite a while, and if you click on the link below this video, you'll see another video by one of the mentors that I've been following on what's considered to be one of the greatest transfers of wealth in history that's in the process of happening right now, and how to be on the right side of that transfer, and how to participate in some of the best wealth creation methods even if you don't have money to invest right now. So click on the link below this and watch that video if you want to know more about that aspect of how to be in the right position for creating wealth in this year. Meanwhile, you'll also want to go to this website, forextradingseminar.com, and sign up for our free videos, because I'm about to release a whole series of free videos that reveal some of the finer aspects of the advanced level of trading that we're doing in our trading group every day. And also, if you scroll down below the sign up form here, you can currently get access to this enroll button, where you can get access to our live trading sessions for 12 months included free with our training course. So check and see if that button is still there. And in the meantime, have another excellent trading day in what I consider to be the finest and most excellent business in the world.